What up, fish homies? First things first, I want to say all my thoughts are with anyone who's sick or with anyone who's going through some stuff with this whole coronavirus thing. I know a lot of people are freaking out because they can't get toilet paper and they can't get water, but there's some people that are actually sick and some people that have actually passed away out there, especially overseas. So my hearts and my thoughts are with all you guys, and I hope that everyone else out there is taking it serious. But today, I'm just gonna be sticking home and making some Tigernuts. I'm gonna start them. You have to let them sit for 24 hours in water. So I'm gonna get them started and let's do that. So first things first, you need yourself some Tigernuts. I got these from Big Carp Tackle. They're pretty expensive when you get them from fishing stores. If you're in the United States, you can go online and look up chufa seeds, like C-H-U-F-A. And they use them for like farming and stuff. I think like animals eat them and stuff. And you can get 50-pound bags for less than $100, which is a lot cheaper than getting them from Big Carp Tackle, to be honest. But yeah, these are uncooked jumbo Tigernuts. These ones aren't even that big. They're from CC Moore. I've seen them a lot bigger, but there are some juicy ones in there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get this started in a little pot of water. So originally, when I was doing this, I was doing 1 part Tigernut and 2 part water. So like 1 cup Tigernuts and 2 cups of water. But I've just been eyeing it out pretty much recently. I put in a little more water than I think I need because when I'm boiling it, it always goes down and I need to add more water. So I got the pot filled up like 3/4 of the way. I just want to make sure it doesn't overflow when I'm boiling, so I don't fill it all the way to the top, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so now we got our water in the pot. It is time to get it cooking, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna light up the stove. Boom. Luckily my parents have these crazy burners and they cook up a little boiling water in like 2 seconds. Next, we're gonna get our seeds and we are going to pour them off into the bowl or the pot. Oh, splashing everywhere. Oh, watch out for that backsplash, no I'm done by. Alright, so I don't have that many left, but I'm gonna get some more. Like I said, I'm probably not gonna be doing that much fishing with this whole virus thing, but I'm still gonna be making videos at least once a week for you guys, so keep your eye out for that. I usually let the water boil before I put the nuts in, but I kind of messed up and it's too late to take the nuts out and re-let it boil. So, first step you should do is boil the water, then put the nuts in. Then you're gonna let them boil for 5 minutes, turn off the heat, and I put a lid on it. I don't think it really matters. I just put a lid on it because it keeps it a little warmer and gets them a little cooking, you know what I'm saying? But you just cook them for 5 minutes or boil them for 5 minutes. Then you let them sit for 24 hours. Then it's on to the next step. Another thing I want to mention is the recipe that I show you later in this video is not the only recipe you can use. I don't even know how I'm gonna flavor these ones, but you can use brown sugar, you can use honey, cinnamon, you can use chili flakes and oil, or you can, after you're done cooking them, you could add some carp flavoring to it, or put some, I don't know, betaine. You can literally put anything you want into these. So keep an open mind. You don't have to do what I do. I've never even cooked them the same way twice. I have extra honey and cinnamon from last time, so I think I'm just gonna use that anyways. But I also have some pineapple flavoring, so I think I'm gonna throw that in there too after, because my boilies are pineapple flavored. A lot of people have vanilla flavoring at home, so vanilla is also another good one. Little vanilla cinnamon, you know what I'm saying? But if you use the vanilla extract, you want to put it in after you boil them. I don't know why, that's just what I was told, so that's how I do it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not an expert on these Tigernuts, but I know they catch them carp. One more last thing I wanted to point out is that you don't even have to boil them for this 5 minutes beforehand, but that's the way I was shown to do it. When I look online, not many people do it like that. A lot of people just soak them for 24 hours, then boil them. But I boil them for 5 minutes, then let them sit for 24 hours, then add the flavoring, then I boil them again. So you see that process today. Check out Bubba. He's got a fresh cut. How you feeling, Bubba? You feeling aerodynamic now, buddy? Mm-hmm. Oh, you want a belly rub? Oh, oh, yeah. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna get back to cooking. Already busted a classic move right when I told you guys not to put too much water because it can overflow. I got sidetracked with Bubba, got him some toys out from when I moved because he's going crazy and he needed a little toy, and guess what happened? I freaking boiled over the water and made a huge mess. What do you say, Bubba? I got you a toy, but now I made a mess. So now I can't play with you, gotta clean it up. Check this out, guys. Boom. Look at that freaking boily mess I made. Alright homies, got the mess all cleaned up. As you can see, well, I still got the grates in the sink because those were like covered in the little dust from the Tigernuts. But the Tigernuts are finished boiling and they're just chilling. I'm gonna leave them here for another 24 hours. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that lid is hot. So like I was saying before, I almost burned my finger off. We got the Tigernuts chilling in the water right here. I'm gonna leave them for 24 hours and then we're gonna give them a boil for 30 or 40 more minutes. And it's the next day. Got the old Tigernuts still sitting on the stove right here. I'm gonna pull some ingredients out. Since this whole virus thing is going on, I really don't want to go to the store and get chili flakes and I don't have any. So I'm gonna go to my next best option, and I'm gonna use some organic honey and some cinnamon powder. You don't have to be exact with this. You can't really overdo it. If you're using like an extract or a flavor, obviously you can overdo that, but this natural stuff you can't really overdo. Alright guys, so we got some simple ground cinnamon here. It's just like the powder. You got like the little shaker bang bang. So I think I put 3 teaspoons. I can't remember exactly, but I think I'm gonna start with 3 teaspoons and then, tablespoons, and then 5 tablespoons of honey. Like I said, you don't need to be exact. I got the Southern California raw unfiltered honey. It doesn't need to be all crazy like that either. I just used regular honey last time, but this is what we got. So boom boom, we're going in. So here you can see the tigers after being sit for 24 hours. You can tell they plumped up a whole lot. I don't know if it's easy to tell over video or not, but they look like dry, shriveled, hard raisins before pretty much. And now they're plump and white and ready to roll. So we're gonna boil these for 45 minutes. Usually if they're smaller, these are like the jumbo XXL ones. And last time I did them for 30 minutes, they still need a little more time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do them for 45 minutes this time and see what happens. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw that cinnamon, throw that honey in there and get them going. Like I was saying too though, this isn't the only recipe there is out there. I really like to use chili flake. I like the spicy stuff, especially in the summer. And I like it when there's a lot of turtles and catfish. I think it kind of helps prevent them, especially when you're pre-baiting. I don't know if that's true. That's kind of just personal experience kind of thing. But anyways, let's get this going. So you could see there, I didn't really do it perfect. I did a little more bigger spoons, a little more smaller spoons. I did a nice little dangle of the old honey at the end because there's some that gets left in the little tablespoon thing. But right now I'm gonna give it a whirl, give it a little spinny span and get it going. You can see the cinnamon kind of sits on top there, so you kind of got to stir that in and mix in the honey and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and it's gonna get to boiling. It's nice and mixed in now. We're just gonna wait for it to boil. We're gonna put the cap on and leave it for about 45 minutes. Boom, look at those babies in there just soaking up all that goodness, you know what I'm talking about? Some carps are gonna be super happy. Unless we hook them, then they might not be so happy, but they're still getting a bomb little meal, you know what I'm talking about? I think I have a little too much water in there, so I'm gonna have to keep my eye on this and make sure it doesn't bubble over, but I'm pretty sure it's going to. So we'll see what happens. We got it to a boil. Next thing we're gonna do is set the old timer for 45 minutes. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see here. And set. Boom. So we're gonna wait that 45 minutes. It's gonna soak in all that juicy goodness and they will be ready. The way you know they're done is they just plump up all the way. There's no more wrinkles on them. So if you pretty much do them for 45 minutes, they're gonna be done. That I can promise you. It's kind of like that with all particles, I realize. Hemp seed, same thing. I do it for 40 or 45 minutes. Corn, everything. Some stuff you don't have to do as long, but I like to be on the safer side, you know what I'm talking about? So 45 minutes it is. Another good thing about this recipe I just realized is it smells pretty good. It's putting a little like cinnamon smell in the air, you know, it's like Christmas around here almost. So I just gotta keep my eye on it, make sure it doesn't bubble over, and we will be good. One more thing I kind of wanted to throw out there is, what do you guys think about me doing a live stream? Since this whole virus thing is going down, everyone's bored at home, I could do a little live stream, show some rig tying, talk about some tactics, or we could just talk about whatever, I don't know, maybe for like 30 minutes or an hour. I think I have enough subscribers to do it. I'm not sure, but if I am able to do it, do you guys think I should do it or not? And when should I do it? Like what day and what time, or any time, or what? Because I know there's a lot of pressing topics out there that you guys want to talk about. My first video back, there's already some crazy stuff going on in the comments. So I know there's some things that people want to get off their chest, and I figured maybe I can be like a guy you guys can talk to, and then I can talk back or whatever. Everyone knows how live stream goes, but do you think I should do it or no? Alrighty, boys and girls, and they are done. You can see a lot of the water came out in the old cooking process. Now the tiger nuts are just covered. You can see they're nice and plump. I can't pull them out right now because they're super hot. So I'm gonna let it sit for a while, give it a little mix up, and then I'll show you what they look like. These last not like the longest, to be honest, so you kind of want to use them like within a week of you making them, I would say, or you can freeze them. And I think I'm gonna pre-bait with them tomorrow, so I should be good, but I'm gonna let them cool off and then just give you guys a little glimpsey. Alright, so one last step I have is to add 5 ml of this pineapple juice. This is from Mainline. I got it from Big Carp Tackle. But you don't have to use carp flavoring. You can go to the grocery store and get vanilla extract or butter or orange, whatever kind of extract you want from the store. Walmart has a whole bunch of them. And you can also put more than 5 ml. I'm just putting 5 ml to make them match my hook baits a little bit better because they're pineapple flavor and so are my boilies. So let me go ahead and drop that in. So I can't remember if I showed what they look like before, but I will show you what they look like now if it will focus. There we go. You can see they're nice and plump. There's no wrinkles on them, and you can see all that cinnamon and honey in there. Makes it kind of a syrupy little mix. That's bomb. That's gonna leak out all over the water. So there are your finished tiger nuts. Let me give you one more last glimpse at what those will look like when you're done. Little close up, sorry for the old bad focus, but yeah, there's the old finished product, my guys and girls. Boom! And there we go, homies. The tiger nuts are ready for pre-baiting and for hook baits, because I do put them on top of my pop-ups and that seems to work pretty well. You can also use them as single hook baits if you want to fish off the bottom, but I like using pop-ups, so I'm gonna do it like that. anyways, if you like this bait making video, comment down below and let me know, and I'll do some more. Maybe I'll do some more boilie ones or some different stuff you can prepare that's a little bit cheaper. And if you have any questions, also comment down below, because I love commenting back to you guys. But anyways, peace out for now, fish homies.